This is the Publix Deli Cuban. Cost me, let's say, $11. I'll round up to 11. And it's a whole one. So I'll tell you about Publix Deli again in case you didn't see my previous video. Now, Publix Deli, or Publix, is a chain of supermarkets. They're headquartered in Florida, I believe, so you'll find them in the southeast. You'll find them as far north as Virginia. And maybe even beyond, I don't know. But I've seen in Charlottesville, they have a Publix. Now, they have a deli there, and their deli subs are well known. Publix subs are rather famous for people who have Publix in their area. And this is the Cuban. Now, is it a real Cuban? Well, it doesn't come with Genoa salami, so I had to ask for that. And we'll see if they put it on there. Yeah, they put Genoa salami on there. So this, you can say this is a real Cuban. Well, actually, the ingredients on the description say pork and ham. And I assume the pork was shredded, but I don't see any shredded pork on here. Typically, Cubans aren't served with lettuce and tomatoes, or pickles, but I got it anyway. Cubans are often served pressed. So I didn't get mine pressed, but I have a George Foreman here, and I'm going to press it in that. All right, so this is my George Foreman here, and I've got the sandwich in there. I'm just going to press half of it. I'm going to eat the other half the way it is, but this half will be pressed. Cuban sandwiches generally aren't hot, but I like them spicy. And I substituted the regular mustard for spicy mustard, and that's just going to be brown mustard, not spicy. So let's just see how it is the way it is. It is pretty good. Now, if you want to put some spicy mustard on there, you can use Coleman's, or you can use this. Although this is not mustard, this colon cleaner hot sauce. It has a mustard type flavor, probably because it uses, I'm assuming, Scotch bonnet peppers from the Caribbean. And they seem to have a mustardish type of flavor to them. I'm almost out of that. I have another bottle, which is the extra hot version, and this is hot. So you have to be careful if you use this, because if you put too much on there, it's hotter than you think. I mean, of course, it's not hot like a scorpion or a Carolina Reaper or a ghost pepper or any of those, but it's still hot, and it has some mustardy flavor to it. It's pretty hot. Just a couple of drops here, and it's very noticeable. Quite a bit of heat from that. Now, here's another hot sauce. Baron, West Indian hot sauce. Sauce Picante des Antilles. So this is a Caribbean hot sauce. I also believe that it's made with Scotch bonnet peppers, which means it should have that mustardish type of flavor a little bit. We'll see. This is hot, but it's not nearly as hot as that. So you can put a big glob on here with this, and it won't knock you out. You put a big glob on there of that colon cleaner, and that's pretty hot. Now, none of these hot sauces are vinegar based, so you don't get that Tabasco type of flavor in there, or that Louisiana hot sauce flavor. Frank's, Crystals, Texas Pete, all of which are Louisiana style vinegar based hot sauces. This is the hot stuff. Maybe too hot. I mean, it's got a good flavor, but maybe too hot to really enjoy. This one, I like this, and I went through a bottle of it, so when I had to replace it, I decided I would get the hot version here, which is this, because this is pretty hot too, but it's much easier. Now I've had this a while. I don't know if this is going to be any good. It's spoiled or what, but it's much easier. Let me check on that. The other half. The other half appears to be done. It's been pressed in the George Foreman machine. Looks pretty good here. I don't know how heated it is in the middle, but we'll find out. I need some water. This hot sauce will have you drinking. This is right out of the press, so it's probably going to be hot. That's good. Pretty good. I believe the menu said that this came with mojo pork, but I don't see it. Maybe it's on there, but I really don't see it or detect it or taste it. So, are these really authentic Cubans? Well, they're pretty close. I think their mojo pork is maybe sliced. I think I see a sliced pork in there that's a different color than the ham. So it should be shredded. Generally, the Cuban sandwich is going to have a shredded mojo pork. It's been slow cooked for a long time. And some of the rest of the ingredients for a Cuban: the pork, the ham, the Genoa salami, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard. Of course, this one has all that, but it also has lettuce and tomato, and I think onions, yeah. Now, whether you want to consider it a real Cuban or not, which I don't, I consider it a semi-Cuban or a demi-Cuban, or at least a neo-Cuban, because it doesn't have the shredded mojo pork. And also, this isn't Cuban bread. I forgot about that, the Cuban bread. But it's good, regardless. This is a Italian 5-grain bread at Publix. You can choose what kind of bread you want: white, wheat, Italian 5-grain, which is this. And there's soft sub-roll bread too. But, I enjoy it. I wouldn't call it a real Cuban, but nonetheless, it's pretty good. And for under $11, you get a lot of food here. It's a pretty good deal, I think.